Hey, what's up guys? Hopefully by the end of this video you should know how to do the 3x3 cube with the XO method. XO method is just a different way to do it. The way I learned was from a really bad video. Well, I can't say it's bad, it just had a lot of parts and it was separated and kind of hard to understand. So I'm going to try to simple it down. I assume if you're watching this video you already know how to solve the cube and you already know how to work algorithms, and if you don't, I recommend you go learn. Alright, so to start it off, we got the scrambled cube. In case anyone's wondering, this is the MoU Long version 2. And first step is just to get the corners in place. Doesn't matter about the edges right now. All we're caring about right now is just the corners. Once you get that done, with obviously them line up with the centers, don't care about the edges. In place, out of place, whatever. Nobody cares. Not yet. Here we skip to this yellow side, where if you're just learning, you can do the normal algorithm. Yeah, sounds familiar. I'm going to do what are they called? OLLs, and I'm going to go ahead and get all these corners in place. And what that'll do is that we'll get we'll make this side, and then we orient the last two corners here. I mean, this is all normal algorithms on the cube. There's nothing special yet. What that did is that made an X on every side. That's why it's called the XO method. That was the easy part. That was all normal cube stuff. This is where it gets interesting. You pick the side, two sides, it really doesn't matter. I like to do white and yellow. And now we have to put the edge pieces in place. And how we do that is we find one, like this orange-white. We put it next to where it needs to be, like he needs to go right there, right? But once you put him right next to where he needs to be, and you push him one down with an M slice. And so from here, once he's down here, this is where he needs to be, okay? You slide the top layer up and do an M slice to put him in, and that put him in place, and then you just fix the cube. When you do that, make sure you have a little opening over here. I'll show you what I mean here. Let's do this piece right here. You do the same thing on the opposite side like here. And then you just put him in, right? But you need to be careful about this piece right here. That's across from where he's going to go in, because that's a little keyhole or a dispenser. Because what happens is this piece right here ends up going in that slot. If you watch, when I put this edge piece in, he slides over to there. He's not in the right position, see? And you just really got to be careful when you're doing that. You just got to watch it. See, blue piece, you just go right there. Pull him down. We have a keyhole. He's on the left. So we pull this side over, throw him in, fix it. I'm actually going to flip the cube over for this piece. He needs to go up here. And we have the keyhole right here. Alright, here we go. That piece. Run out of keyholes over here. Alright, so he right there, right? One down. We have the keyhole. Move it over, put them in, fix it. Blue, white, blue, yellow. When you're doing this, make sure the color that you're wanting to put it in as is on the bottom or facing you. Like in this case, he's wanting to go to the right, so we want it to be facing us, and if that makes sense. I only have one keyhole, I just got to keep rotating them and following them. Alright, now I'm out of keyholes and I have one spot left. I can't do a keyhole to dispense it. If I were to do the same thing we've been doing from here, what it would do is it would ruin this side. Wouldn't work. So what you actually have to do is you actually keep it right here, right next to where it needs to be. You don't go one down. You go UI to match him here. M, U, M, I, U, M, U, I. What that did is it kept this piece, but put him in place. Now just line up the sides with their centers. And there's actually a few things that can happen here. We're trying to put these edge pieces in place now. You want to look for one that is in place, and if not, just do the algorithm once till there is. This piece is in place. He's flipped, but he's in place. So what we want to do is we're going to take this piece and we're going to hold it back here on the bottom. We want to go M, U2, MI, U2, and that just flips and rotates the edges. Now there's a couple cases you can have here. You can have it where there's, the last step here, where you have this piece and this piece just need to be flipped, they're on the top. You could have it where there's an edge piece here, an edge piece here that are diagonal. Or you could have it where there's all 4 edge pieces that are in place, they just need to be flipped. I'm going to show all the algorithms, or tell. So just for this case here, where there's 2 that need to be flipped, it's M, U, M, U, M, U2, MI, U, MI, U, MI, U2. And that flips these 2 and should solve the cube. If you have it where these 2 are diagonally and they need to be flipped, you just do the algorithm once, holding the cube however, and then you'll just have to do it again. M, U, M, U, M, U2, MI, U, MI, U, MI, U2. And then have to do it again to flip these 2. M, U, M, U, M, U2, MI, U, MI, U, MI, U2. Sorry if I'm going too fast, but if you guys are cubers, you should be able to follow it and look at it. Alright, now for this last case. This one's fun. What you have to do is pick an edge piece that you can remember, and you put them on the top layer here. Just I do blue and red, just it's easy for me to remember. What you do is you actually want to put them right here, right? But then you want to fix this back layer. And the algorithm BI, RI, B. There. Alright, so while he's here, you want to put him on the back, so he's actually back here. You want to look at this orange side. And you're going to do this until you see this orange edge again. You're going to do BIM repeatedly until you see the orange center again. Immediately once you see him on the top layer, you go back to this piece and you reverse what you did, just basically with part of a sexy move. There you go. That's how you solve all the cases. That's how you do an Excel method. It's fairly simple. If you have troubles getting this down, let me know in the comments. We're a new channel trying to get into it, so let me know what I can perfect on and what I can do better with.